my name is Dani Changg, and I'm a YouTuber from Toronto, Canada. By day, I'm a social worker. I went to school for social work and have my master's in that as well. When things became real for me was honestly for me just a few days ago. I feel like I didn't take it that serious until a few days ago with the news and with the rising rates, and then especially with how other people around me were acting about coronavirus, like even at work, my friends, just all the memes, just everything. But the memes actually, a lot of them were funny and helped me calm down. But it was all just, that's when it really came in, like literally just like maybe like 5 days ago for me. I know I'm probably late as heck. The first things on my list were like the regular things you think of when like you think of a famine or something. Like I thought of like rice, water, potatoes, frozen fruits and vegetables, like all of these kinds of like canned foods, like, some salmon, some tuna, non-perishable items, some like beans, things like that, that would be able to last a long time just in case. I felt like on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like I was probably like a 3.5 maybe, pushing it, say 4. I don't think that we in Canada are used to crisis. We are used to a very cushy, nice, comfortable lifestyle. So I feel like if something serious happened in Canada, especially in the winter, we would be, excuse my language, fucked. Because we're not used to that. We don't know how to survive like that. The majority of us. I think some people probably do. Maybe they've, maybe some of the older people, our parents might be more accustomed to like those kinds of things. But I think us that have born here, like, I don't think we've seen anything like that as of yet. Okay. But though, it's a reminder too that some people live in poverty all the time, right? Some people are hungry on a day-to-day. So I guess I'm just talking from that, middle class experience. What do I think I could have done better? I think it's a good idea to have things on deck, like have those basic items, replenish your stuff. Because I can say for myself that I did not have a lot of stuff. Like if that day that I started to get real was like the day we went under like some serious emergency city lockdown, my food would be done so quick. So I think it's a good reminder just to always be prepared, just to have a little bit just in case, and then kind of have your like stash for like a rainy day, so that you're not going out and panic buying like everyone did, and then people that really need it can't get to things, and all of those types of issues that we've had with this epidemic or pandemic. This, in terms of my online business, my YouTube, I don't really feel like it's impacted it that much, because if anything, people are probably online more because they're home. Sometimes they want a break from hearing about coronavirus all the time, so they might go check out my YouTube video. So in that end, I don't really think it made a big difference. At work it did, because I feel like, fear is contagious, and at work it was just like pandemonium with all of this. People just being really fearful about seeing clients and things along those lines. And we do work on a rotational schedule now, so it's nice to have a little bit more time, even just to de-stress from just how stressful the office has been over the last little while. What am I doing with my time? I feel like thus far I've honestly just relaxed, chilled, taken my vitamins, did a little bit of cleaning around the house. But I really do want to make more use of my time. And honestly, Joanne, you really inspired me in that way, because look how you've taken the initiative upon yourself to do something like this. So really just to use this time and utilize it to do the things that you've been wanting to do, but maybe you haven't had as much time to dedicate to those things as you would have liked. What do I think caused this? Well, people that know me know that I think a lot of things are going on behind the scenes that we don't know nothing about. So that's a whole nother video in itself. But you know, for those who know, you know what I mean. I just feel like a lot of the messaging is unclear. And I feel like there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, or maybe that we're not paying enough attention to because we're so preoccupied about this coronavirus. But hey, who am I? And what could we have done to change it? I just think we as a society need to be not so. It's funny because I'm on social media, and while I do think I love social media, I think there is a place for it, but I also think that we need to don't just always be watching mindless stuff. Watch things with substance. Educate yourself about what's going on around you and what's going on in the world. So I think that's something that we can do, that we could have done. And then just being more prepared, and yeah, just being aware and use those critical thinking skills, guys. If things don't make sense, don't always just believe it. You know, question things. You know what, I think honestly I can even attribute some of that to my mom and how she thinks as well as my education. You know, in social work, we taught critical thinking is something that we always are talking about, so it's something that's kind of ingrained in me at this point. And the funniest things that I think I've seen so far have to be the memes. Oh my gosh, the memes, honestly, some of them really they keep me going, eh? I think the Jamaican prayer moms, that one killed me. That one took me out. I think it was a video of this black Jamaican lady in a store, and she was just rebuking the coronavirus basically. But I can relate so much to that because my background is Jamaican, and I remember I used to sleep over at one friend's house, and her mom would pray over us when we were sleeping. So I know about those Jamaican prayer moms. That wasn't my mom, but I definitely know all about them. And people can find me, as I said, on YouTube at Dani Changg, DaniChangg, and on IG at Dani_Changg, 2 G's. And check it out. It has lots of information. While some of it is light, I think I also cover some deep topics as well. And it's about relationships, not just between male and females, but your relationship with all of the other people in your life. And most importantly, the relationship with yourself. So check it out. And large up to Javon for covering this topic.